and welcome to the Best Test 11 podcast. I'm Henry, and I'm here with a different guest to last time, Jasper.
Hello.
So, let's get straight into it. So, today we're going to be picking a number 3 batsman, specifically a batsman. And as we get on to the different people, you'll notice that there is a wicketkeeper batsman, Kumar Sangakkara, but that will be absolutely fine, because maybe, if we pick him...
Some of these batsmen are part-time bowlers as well, mostly spin, so we might be going through some of their spin stats as well.
Are we?
But,
okay.
I think we are.
Okay, so let's start. So we're going to start with West Indian. Brilliant player, Viv Richards. Isaac Vivian Richards. Brilliant. Test average of 50.2.
ODI average of 47. And first class test average, interestingly, of 49.4, which is interesting. Instead of international, he scores less in county.
Yeah, even though 114 first class hundreds, which is good, I think.
Well, he's definitely a good player, should we say?
Yeah, it's just... Yeah, and he was part of that West Indies team, of the 1980s that dominated.
I think then that team's normally remembered for their incredible fast bowling attack.
We don't give enough credit. We actually mentioned it in the last podcast, the opening batsman. We don't give enough credit to them.
That team was just so
Sick.
brilliant and dominating, yeah.
To use modern words. Not really. So, if we have a look at the next one, Brian Charles Lara, legend.
Very good player.
Yeah, so anything else needed to be said?
He
400 not out.
Yeah, he whacks it. He's a very attacking batsman.
And 501 for Warwickshire.
Interestingly, he has a higher average than Viv Richards in tests at 52.9. He has played 131 tests compared to Richards 121, so he's got a high average over a higher amount of games. So,
therefore, by average. But Viv Richards, Master Blaster, and he's actually got more runs. But who cares about that? Viv Richards, Master Blaster. Okay, next one here.
So both of Brian Lara and Viv Richards were very attacking batsmen, and I think we need to note that.
Generally. Yeah, so...
If we want a sort of more calm player.
On the stats here that we happen to have up, I thought we'd be honest. We don't have a test match strike rate for Richards, or we do for Lara. Lara 60.5 is a strike rate, which is actually quite low. Your modern players like Warner, I think he's got a strike rate of about 75. I don't know.
Yeah, why didn't you talk about Warner in the last video? I mean, he's one of the best opening batsmen of the
in this modern
20s,
era.
Yeah.
No, we were more talking about kind of...
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So, Lara, 16 years Test cricket, not bad. So, that is the West Indian one. He basically carried the West Indies team through their long, slow decline from the best team in the world to the sorry rabble they are now.
Hey, they're picking back up a bit.
Yeah, well...
Got a Test series coming this summer, which I think they're going to win. But
West Indies, we're England will collapse.
Okay, this is another podcast.
Yeah. Rahul Dravid.
Okay, we're going for Dravid.
He once took 41 balls to get a run.
Yeah, he's definitely more defensive than the two West Indian players.
West Indians are a bit more like flair players.
Yeah, I get that. He's played 164 tests, so more than Brian Lara and
more runs. 13,000 runs.
13,000 runs at an average of 52.3. So if we're going purely stats, I think that.
What about Ponting?
I think that out of these three,
out of the three that we've done,
if we're going on purely stats, Dravid probably has the best.
Yeah, interestingly, out of those three, you'd expect more than one would have a double 100, but actually, Brian Lara doesn't. Sorry, Brian Lara is the only one that does.
Yeah, and of course, the strike rate backs up Dravid. He only has a strike rate of 42.5, which is a lot slower than Richards and Lara.
Yeah, well, we don't know. We don't have a strike rate calculator.
Yeah, come on.
So, Rahul Dravid, the wall. So...
Did you play with Tendulkar or not?
Absolutely. Tendulkar,
that would have been a formidable partnership.
It was number 3 and 4.
I mean, if we were doing 3 and 4 partnerships.
It would be Dravid and Tendulkar. Obviously, in a later video, we will be doing... Actually, I think...
Henley's forgotten his video plan.
Yes, I have. we might
I think we're doing
the same
4 and 5 next, but that's not with me.
Yeah, that's with another guest.
Keeping the mystery up.
Keeping the mystery up. It gets watchers back. Yeah, so Dravid, the Wall, brilliant player.
Yeah, not much else we can say. So we're on to now
Ricky Ponting. Punter.
Yep.
As Nathan Lyon called him. Runs, and lots of them.
Lots and lots of runs.
Oh, this is quite interesting.
13,000.
Yeah, he only has actually 82 first-class hundreds.
Only 82 first-class hundreds?
Yeah, well, if you look at...
If we're comparing, then I guess it's not that many, but it's more than you'll get.
I mean, he has an awful record in the IPL, to be honest. Strike rate of only 71. Average of 10, high score of 28.
His T20 is not bad though. I mean, looking at it.
17 games.
But he's played 168 test games, going back to tests.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, more than any of the last 3. Obviously, Australian. He has a slightly lower average of 51.9.
Yeah, but he's played that over 287 innings.
It's over 50. We can sort of discuss that.
So next one. A bit of more of a modern player.
The only modern player we have, actually.
Well, yeah, actually, probably. Hashim Amla. Now, he started to get a bit worse as his career went on, but I think his 311 just for, I think it was against England. I haven't fact-checked that, so...
I'll just check it now. You can sort of talk for a bit.
Okay, I'll chat about nothing and everything. So... Hashim Amla, 124 tests.
Yep, it was versus England.
Yeah, boom.
Typical.
You got that right. 9,000 runs, average of 46.5, strike rate of exactly 50.0, although that's probably
still,
not...
looking at this average, I don't think he's up there with the best. I mean,
and our next one has a huge average, but we won't reveal it yet. You can probably guess. Actually, pause the video, comment down below right now who is going to be our next batsman.
Oh, we're going for him then, aren't we?
Yes, we are. We're going for him. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I don't think he's quite up there with...
No, because if we look at his average...
Ponting.
You also want to look at strike rate because you don't want people clogging up the scoring. I know I say that having highlighted how absolutely amazing Rahul Dravid was. The Wall. But, I
and
don't
he's only played
exactly
124 matches. I mean, I say only, but...
I doubt you'd do any better.
I doubt I'd play a single match.
Next one. You guessed it. It was Don Bradman.
The famed number 3.
117 first-class hundreds.
He's called the Don for a reason.
Actually. Nicknamed the Don.
Yep.
To be honest, I'm not that surprised.
Nicknamed the Don. It's on our Wikipedia page.
We're not actually looking at Wikipedia. We're just on Safari. So, 52 matches. They didn't play. Just under 7,000 runs.
His Test career, interestingly, spanned 20 years, but was interrupted by war, obviously, 1928 to 1948.
Yep.
And
obviously his 334 was actually quite recently beaten by Warner against Pakistan. The highlights are up on YouTube, but not on our channel, so...
No, we don't quite have the broadcasting rights.
No, we don't have broadcasting rights yet, so, but we can't tell you what channel it is.
Okay, can we just point out that average? 99.94.
Obviously that famous duck at the Oval.
Yeah. I mean...
would
you have actually seen that ball if your opposing country's giving you a standing ovation? Would you actually be able to see it?
Fair enough. And a first-class high score of 452, which is impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it puts Amla's 311 to shame. It makes me wonder why you put him on this list.
Oh, well...
I guess we had to have someone more.
So this next guy, so...
We're moving on to Britain now.
Yeah, I was trying to get... I was trying to get someone from every country in our discussion. So this guy... actually might surprise a few of our listeners. David Gower.
Left-handed batsman from 1978 to 1992. He played 117 matches, which...
is good.
It's good, yeah.
Interestingly, only 1800s and 53 first-class hundreds. So,
He also bowled a bit. I mean, I forgot to mention this for
One
any of the other
wicket.
ones. He took
Yeah,
a
it's
wicket.
just like Justin Langer bowled a bit. He bowled one over. Interesting, that was when...
Hey, Alistair Cook bowled one over as well.
No, he's bowled more than one over. Langer bowled the one over where, yeah, that was Kolkata 2001 where India followed on and won. So, actually, that brings us to our final...
Hey, we haven't even talked about Gower yet.
No, yeah, Rob.
His average 44.2.
Yeah,
so
that
I mean,
kind
if
of
we're
puts him
shaming
in
Amla,
Amla category, we would have shamed Gower. Sorry, David. Sorry, Davey.
but our average of under 45 when you're looking at sort of Ponting, Gladman, obviously,
Lara
with
averaging,
huge average. Lara and
53.
Richards.
Richards 50.
Okay, so we're on to our last one.
So, kind of a wicketkeeper batsman. Although, if we pick him, we won't be able to pick him for our wicketkeeper batsman episode, which is coming out in a few weeks, probably. And that is Kumar Sangakkara.
Yeah, I mean, he's Canley Sri Lanka, basically.
Not really. I mean, they had Dilsha and Jai Surya, Jai Wardner.
I know, I'm just saying that to, like, hype him up, okay?
Okay, Top test match score of 319. Probably against England, but I don't know.
Let's be honest, they're all against England, aren't they?
Yep. Ponting's 257. Hussey's not 195, although we're not speaking about him right
I
now.
once played Ashes cricket with Hussey. I got a sentence in 6 overs.
I don't think you're allowed to mention that.
Just a little anecdote for you listeners.
This podcast is absolutely horrendous.
Okay,
so
134
134 tests. 12,400 runs, high score of 319.
He's got a very good average as well. It's
but although I was listening to a podcast by someone, and he actually only averaged about 45 with the gloves and over 66.
Yeah, it's like Alex Stewart. Can't bat with when he's
Alex Stewart. Yeah, weird facts. 2 weird facts actually. Alex Stewart was born on the 8th of the 4th. In 1963, and he scored 8,463 test runs. And also, he has the most test runs by an English batsman without a double hundred.
And we didn't have that up on the screen when we were recording, so he's just insane at this.
Yeah, I am.
He just lists facts.
Yeah, so also, an decent ODI record, 42 of an average.
Yeah, part of Sri Lanka's golden generation, as I call them.
Golden batsman, not really bowlers.
Hey, they have Malinga.
Sorry guys, let me quickly Google Malinga stats. Malinga.
Come on, you don't know them?
No, I don't. I'm not OP. Lasith Malinga. 6 years, only 101 test wickets. Wow, 338.
I don't think we're going to be
wickets.
considering him in our fast bowlers.
No, although I'm doing that with a different guest host. Keep an air of mystery. So that brings us to all of them. Just a quick run over. Viv Richards, average of 50.2. Lara, average of 52.9. Dravid, 52.3. Ponting, 51.9. Amla, 46.6. Bradman, 99.9. Gower, 44.2. And Sangakkara, 57.4. So, Jasper, I'd like you to... Based on the chat we've just had, this is going to tear our listeners apart. Actually, pause the broadcast now and comment down below who you would pick. So, Jasper, who are you going for?
For me, there's only one person that the best plea deserves to. I think he's widely regarded as the best ever batsman, and that is Don Gladman.
Yeah, he's
you can't really argue with an average of 99.94, and despite he's only played 52 matches, he's still scored 1,300s. That's an incredible conversion rate. His average is insane. Oh, he scored 2,900, sorry.
So
1350s. Incredible conversion rate, incredible average, and I think he would have done a lot more in today's game.
Well, the thing is, the bowlers were a lot better. So this is why I'm actually not going to pick Bradman. I'm actually going to go for... You see, this is... I'd actually like to toss a coin between Dravid and Ponting.
Hey, silly. Toss a coin.
Shut up.
Oh, it doesn't work.
Siri's not helpful. But I think purely on the era that he played in and how his team absolutely dominated everything, I'm going to have to go with Ricky Ponting. I know.
So we're both going for Australians, interestingly enough.
Yeah. So, and then it was probably next up for me was definitely Rahul Dravid. I think his record is incredible. So if you're listening, sorry, Rahul.
We're not going into listing with the second and third highest averages of Vivliches and
Sangakkara.
Vivliches.
I think actually Lara averaged more than
Lara,
Richards.
sorry. We have Dravid stats up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting, but you still didn't go with the guy who averaged 99, hadn't you?
Didn't play enough tests for me.
Yeah, but you just look at his conversion.
And the bowlers right now are a lot better. And are a lot weirder.
He still managed to play in the body line series.
Yeah, he only averaged 56.6.
Only averaged 56.6. I think that's Kumar Sangakkara's average for his whole career.
57.4.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, you got it wrong.
I got it wrong. Yes,
Okay, so that brings us to the end of another podcast.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
That's my line. Smash the like button down below.
Gosh.
Try not to break your devices. And subscribe to
Where
the channel.
did you get that? Try not to break your devices.
It's called improvisation. Try not to break your devices, and we'll be back in a week from the time this video comes out with yet another podcast.
Hopefully Henry will upload some other stuff.
Yeah, I probably will. So thanks for listening. Till next time, peace out.